Hello, men. Hello, Monkgtows. It always struck me as weird. Single motherhood. Single motherhood isn't the same as single baby mamas. See, single motherhood always seemed to me as something that was thought about before they became a single mother. See, a lot of men say they're dupe dads, and dupe dads is something out there that's true. It just happens. Men get duped. There's stolen sperm, encounters that were never supposed to happen, promises that were broken, stuff like that. But single motherhood, when I think about it, is not the same as single baby mamas. See, single mothers, the way that feminists and women describe them, that's something like, I'm going to think about this thing. I'm going to have a child. I don't want a father in my life. I don't want a dad in their lives. So I'm going to have kids without a father figure or a man in their lives. You see, single motherhood is an act that takes a lot of thinking. It takes a lot of consideration. You think about all the points. You think about you're bringing a child into this life, and you're responsible for it for at least 24 years of its life, and most of the time, if you're a responsible adult, for the rest of your life. But single baby mama seems to be something different. It seems to be acts that are carried out in malice, ignorance, just malicious acts carried out towards men to get either a check, a child that will be taken care of, a man that will be around, and forced to be a father. And no man wants to be a father if he's forced to be a father. But single baby mamas seem to think it's the right of the state to force men into that decision. See, women have my body, my choice. Yes means yes, and all those things. Rape laws that cover them. They're never forced into being single mothers or being mothers. It's always a decision that takes a lot of accountability and responsibility. But in the society we live in now, you can dupe a dad into that. You can steal sperm. And that's what I say. It's sperm theft. It's fatherhood theft. I personally think that most women do not confront the question logically. Critical thinking plays a role in birth. Women always ask the question, hey, should I have a baby? And what they should be asking is, hey, are there any reasons that I should not have a baby? Are there any reasons that disqualify me from motherhood? Yeah, that's the question that women need to start asking themselves. Are there any reasons that, little things that might disqualify them from motherhood, such as wanting to be a responsible adult, being able to actually take care of a baby, putting a burden on someone else that really doesn't want to have a baby? Are there love interests in that? Are you trying to hook the man into duping him into being a father? Them aren't reasons to have babies. Women are let off the hook when it comes to the responsibility of having babies and the accountability of making that decision to have babies. I often hear the ridiculous argument that labor and wage rates aren't the same, and women don't have the same ability to make the same amount of money as men. I think that's garbage. I think most women acquire critical skills. They far outweigh the options that men are given in this life. The sooner they wise up to the fact that, they are getting proper wages and enough recompense for their labors, and that, the world itself bases itself on merit, and they have basic literary skills, and there's really no negative effects in this society that would inhibit that. And developing these critical skills in the decision of birth and birth rates in a developing world, and whether you should have a baby against whether you should work, save your money, get into a situation where the child will be, supported by a responsible adult. And that responsible adult, women, are you. Men can't have babies. All they can do is donate. They donate sperm to that situation. The critical thinking has to come on the female part. Whether she can do this or she can't do this. Whether she should have 1 or 10. That's her decision, 100%. Like I said, her body, her choice. But in today's world, it's all up in the air. They throw fate to the wind. I'm going to have a bunch of babies, and Uncle Sam will take care of them. And the taxpayer will help me out. But them things are about to change. Hey, women, wake up. Having a baby or being mothers, motherhood is a choice. And it's a choice that lands squarely in the female arena. You can have a child with any male you want to have a child with. You can have a child at any time you want to have a child. But accountability and responsibility, them are separate things. Wage rates, what you are making, yes, that will be an issue. There's a lot of things that will be an issue, whether you are strong enough, whether you are developed enough, whether you do critical thinking in your life. What tasks and labors will be placed upon you when you make that decision? It's an uncertain world that we live in, and because of promiscuous mating behaviors of the female, there's a great deal of parental uncertainty. If the male cannot be sure which offspring, is his, he will be less likely to invest any time or energy caring for him. This is because the lack of certainty that entirety of parenting care should be his. In assuming by mothers, the adult female should take care of the children that she makes because of there's uncertainties in that parental thing. While infants and babies in this group may go somewhat neglected, other females can help to do that. There's little aggression among females when raising, children or infants, and there is no possibility of infanticide, well, unless they're Susan Smith. Even in these cases of bonobos and monkeys, they exhibit prolonged, maturation and necessary behavior to be strong mothers and rearing offspring of other children in that social development that the children need. I would say, if women started getting along more, it started really being a community among themselves, the mothers, all mothers would be more attentive to the offspring of other mothers and not be placing so much responsibility on the father, which is really unsure if he's the parental parent, and there's a lot of parental uncertainty in that. This is just the way we live today. It's just the way things are. I often see portraits and women portrayed in film as female leaders in different societies around the world, and how they overcome challenges in their lives, to be mothers and to be good women today, and what we are provided with today. It's said that equality for women is not achievable. I think it is. And equality for women is very, achievable in the female community. Women assuming leadership roles and showing other women how good it can be and taking care of other women, and that responsibility no longer falls on the male of the community. They can get busy building roads and buildings and doing things that they want to do. But I don't see strong female communities anymore. I see egalitarian communities that demand men to take these roles that women should be doing. Women, take responsibility and accountability. That's all that's needed. Even chimpanzees and bonobos do that. And from the smallest of creatures, from the amoeba to the monkey to the human, which seems to have less good sense than a monkey sometimes, they take motherly responsibility in the community for their children. And they don't ask a dupe dad that has a great deal on his mind about parental uncertainty to be a father when he doesn't want to be a father. Men don't make that decision for you. You do. Thanks a lot, men. Thanks a lot, women. Thanks for listening. And I'm out. Thank you.